get going today. We're going to do bath bomb mold demonstrations of the 3 that I showed you in the intro. We're going to start off with the bunny mold. I want to show you guys an up close one of this and let you know that this is more of an advanced mold. Okay, so if you are not used to working with 3D printed bath bomb molds or even with the vacuum press molds, I would not recommend this one for you until you get really comfortable in using the molds. Because the way that this is printed, as you can see, there are some sharp edges right here. So A, you have to be careful of your fingers. That's just the nature of the way that this print was made. And then B, it's going to take a lot of finagling to push your mix down in between each one of these whiskers and get it to unmold without breaking. So let's see how I do with this one, because I've never used this one either. All right, let's take it for a test drive. I've already got my mix ready to go. In here, I've got 2 full tablespoons of red 40 Lake, and that's the color that I got with that. If you want a deeper red, use more. All right, let's start like we always do by just putting a little bit of the mix in the bottom, giving it a shake, and now we're gonna give our presses. And we're gonna do a lot of presses. We're gonna layer this, kind of, and press. Sprinkle, press, because I just know from my own personal experience of using these molds, I know where the stress points are. And they're gonna be right around each one of these whiskers, for sure. I'm not packing it really hard because I don't want it to be, you know, packed real tight so that I have a really heavy bath bomb. But I'm doing it enough to try to ensure that I'll at least have a fighting chance of trying to unmold this. Right around these points here. Let me brush that off and bring that up. Okay, so right around these points, you want to go ahead and make sure that you're packing a little bit more than you normally would. All right, so let's just go. We're going to go in with our hand, with our palm rather. And it's sinking down too much right now, so we're going to add a little bit more and then do that again. And again, I'm going to press down right around all of those points. So ordinarily, I would not use any type of a knife or a scraper or anything like that. I just don't. I use my hand to get rid of all the excess and make it flat on the top. But this one, I will go ahead and do that. All right, let's go ahead and take our, some of the little teeny flakes of citric acid are bigger. I don't grind my mix anymore. I used to do that, but then it was really, really time consuming, and we pump out a lot of bath bombs. And I really didn't see any difference as far as molding, unmolding. It didn't hinder or help me either way to grind all of my powders all the time. So I just stopped doing it. It's kind of a time waster, really. Okay, guys, actually, let's bring that back over here. So now we're going to go ahead. Everything is packed in here. And again, you can see these points. So if you do purchase this mold, just be careful of those little points. It's just the nature of it. This is not the only mold that is like that. I have several from other suppliers that the intricate designs, especially legs of things, for instance, a spider. Like I have a spider mold and there's a lot of these jetting out. There's 8 legs, right? So there's a lot of these jetting out on that spider. All right, so we're gonna turn that upside down. And we're gonna beat the bloody you-know-what out of this. Right, not bad. The legs did not break. A couple of the little, you can see there's a little bit of bath bomb mix that got caught in the skinny, skinny lines on his whiskers, but the whiskers are intact. Great. All right. And there's our bunny face with whiskers, heart nose, and buck teeth. Again, you can find this clip art everywhere online. It's all over. It was so many of them. I couldn't believe how many of them. And then we went ahead and drew that, and then we converted the file, and then we printed the mold. Here it is. Ta-da! All right. All right, so there's the bunny. Okay, next we're going to do my favorite and soon to be yours, the FU. This does not have a lip on it. It's a bottom plate, but it doesn't have a lip, so it's just going to sit right on the inside of there. You can push all the way through. All right, so we're going to put that on the bottom. Sprinkle a little bit, shake, and give our presses because we want those impressions to come out. Okay, go ahead and fill up a little bit more. Now, if you want to add, go ahead and add your embed powder. Make a little well right in the middle. I fill it up about 3/4 of the way, then I make my well with my finger, and then I'll go ahead and add my contrast color. All right, keep on filling. Shake, shake, shake. A little bit more. All right, our plunger is plain. So take that, turn it around, and stick it on the top, and we're going to give our pushes. Hold on, let me line this up. There we go. All right, push away. Alrighty. Time to tap. The reason why we do that on the outside shell is to loosen up any of the mix that got stuck down in between your cups and plates and shell. It happens. It happens to every single mold. Ours, theirs, everybody's. It just happens. So we want to go ahead and bang that loose so it will be easier to unmold. Top plunger. Turn it over in the bottom plate, and now this is where the design is. All right, we're going to push up and out and get rid of that plunger. So our fingers go on the bottom and put your thumb on the top of the shell. You're going to be pushing up with your fingers. All right, so now we're left with getting this top plate off, and that has the design. So we're going to go really slow so we don't mess that design up. And there it is, the big FU. All right, let's take our flip plate, which you can get on soap-chef.com. Shameless plug. All right, stick that on the top, turn it over. And straight up and off with that plunger. Now I'll go ahead and turn this back over so you guys can see the design again. There we go. There's our FU bath bomb. Love that. It's so appropriate too. Alrighty, that's that. Okay, and last but not least, my absolute favorite that we created for ourselves, the Asshat mold. All right, got a big cup, shell, stick that inside of the shell. We're going to do the same situation as far as filling a little bit, and then we're going to give our presses because of the brim of the hat. We definitely want that to have a fighting chance of being able to unmold cleanly. So we're going to go ahead and push down all the way along that little surface there. Alrighty then, fill it up a little bit more, shake. If you want to go ahead and do your embed powder, I'm going to put one on each cheek. filling. Give it a shake, 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 shake. All right, plunger, it's plain on both sides. Stick that on the top and give your presses. All right, let's give our taps. Top plunger. Turn it over and tap the bottom cup. I'm paying particular attention to the line that I can see that's going straight across because that's the brim of the hat, and I definitely need that to get unmolded cleanly while staying attached. All right, we're going to turn it back over and we're going to push up and out, and we're going to get that top plunger off of there because it's flat. There's no design. Shouldn't be a problem unmolding that. Get your flip plate. Turn that over. Now we're going to be real careful in trying to unmold this because, again, there's kind of like a little divider line in between each cheek. And then, of course, we do want that brim to be able to unmold. So I'm actually going to put this down while I do this. All right, let's try to lift straight up. And again, if there's any resistance, I need to keep tapping. Yeah, there's some resistance. Remember, whenever you have cups of any shape, there's going to be suction created as you're molding. You're pushing down and you're pushing air down in there, and it's creating a vacuum. So that has to be released. All right, we got a little bit of a boo-boo-boo. That's okay. This is the first time that I'm using this mold. So you saw how long I had to tap and the patience that it took to do that. But it all came out in one piece. And there's our asshat. I mean, there's a couple little boo-boos here that I could just push right back down with my finger. No big deal. There. And there's our asshat. That's fantastic. I don't care who you are. All right, my friends, that's going to do it for today's episode of What's Cooking over here in Bath Bomb Land. Oh, gosh, I'm going to be in this land for a long time, you guys. We just picked up another holiday event. It's one that we did last year. We were invited to, I don't even know how they found us, but they must have found us at a different event and loved our stuff. So they wanted us there last year. We went, we did real well, and they invited us back again this year. So that's eight holiday events. That's it. No more. I promise. I am not taking on anymore. That's it. All right, y'all. Be well, okay? Stay. Oh, see, I'm messing up the exit. I'm just laughing so hard at the FU and the asshat and the bunny. There's a reason. There's a reason. So, you guys be kind. That is kind. Believe me when I tell you, that's as kind as I can possibly be, honestly, after what I've been through. All right, be kind, stay humble, and take care of yourselves. We will see you soon.